fucking good. I just wanted to, we got one more song left from this first half. I just wanted to, first of all, big up Secret Garden Party, man. It's so important. It's so important that independent festivals keep going because they're a breeding ground for progression. They're a breeding ground for a lot of creativity and for independent artists that actually come through, because a lot of the festivals that are bought by big corporations, a lot of independent artists don't get a look in. So it's really important that these things, and you guys just by being here are keeping that alive. So big up yourselves. Come on. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's really, really cool. And obviously the people running this are absolute legends, and they helped me record a video last year. And I just kind of wanted to wrap it up before I play this last song with a really good friend of mine. If anyone's been following me on YouTube or the interwebs recently, they'll know that I've been kind of subject to a little bit of cognitive dissonance, I suppose. Like one of my songs got taken down that I poured my heart and soul into. Yeah, we were shocked, man. I know. Because of money, really, and like, I'll be honest, I don't really give a fuck about money, but I do give a fuck about principle, man. And then another thing that's been happening is I've kind of been starting to put out my beliefs with the problems with the left and the problems with the right, and how that I believe that we're losing the ability to mediate, we're losing the ability to communicate, and a lot of people you'll see on the internet, it's just like we've got our hands over our ears shouting at each other, and I believe, I don't know, all politics really is at the end of the day, is decisions made by people, really, and
they're not fucking people, they're fucking wankers.
Two boxes, all those problems happen. And the difficult thing is, when you start trying to point that out, you get attacked from both sides, really. And I had a little bit of a breakdown about that a couple of weeks ago to one of my best mates, and he said to me something that kind of stuck with me a little bit. It was pretty simple, and he said that all we are really is just a bunch of fucking atoms bumping into each other, and it made me feel. For some reason, it made me feel better, because it's true, like, big off, you know who you are. It's true in a lot of ways, because for every wave that will crash into a ship and steer it off course, there's another wave that will propel it forward, man. And it's true, like, for all the cognitive dissonance in the world, and for all the confusion and all the anger, there's also an equal amount of compassion. There's an equal amount of people that are willing to work to do the right thing, and I see a lot of those people in this crowd here today, man. And I fucking love you guys for it. Yeah, I fucking love you guys.
Yes!
I was trying to think of a way to kind of summarize the last 30, if like I've had any advice for what it was like living with like a decade of illness and stuff, and I feel like I was just pacing around the field the other day trying to think of it, and the only advice I could really think of for anybody listening who's going through anything is don't ever let this world make you feel small.
Yes!
Because you're not, man. Like, none of us are small. We're massive, man. We are. And the only reason I'm able to sit here and do this today in front of all you lot, because I'll never let this world make me feel small. So yeah, this is a song. This is just a 9-minute long rant about capitalism, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, a man with a sack on his head.
I have no idea who that is. Oh, yo, wait, where'd Ben go?
Yeah, you're too good looking to keep that on. Take it off. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie, the man with a sack on his head. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly, 4 years old he was running round the pavements of the city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematic equations. 15, IQ 150. Elevating. 16, he develops complex software code, detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, his daddy tells him, now you're a man, this world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns to profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposit. 21, his income rockets. 22, learns the truth, just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, a lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, remains the focus, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy told him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought in the sea. He's 29, a role of counter in the president's suite. And now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the power boy inside of his pocket. 35, he gets a call, I'm sorry son, it's your father, had a heart attack, I'm sorry he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition to money. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, eating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in the hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebrae, and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
I think I need Clubhouse on now. I'm too fucked to see shit.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. Though 30, he wasn't walking. 32, not walking quick. 33, never running round the pavements of the city. 34, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghinis for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Take your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame, cut the music. This isn't entertainment, this is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community it declines. We're hyperpolarized, we're always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention, politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Borders an invention, law and order fuel the tension. That leads to people killing each other. And my solution is everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. If we teach kids in schools to always be sheep, futures will never ever change, things will always look bleak. If we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd, if there's no money for me, then there's no future I see. Where the humans survive, with parasites inside the petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface, then consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He has everything he wants, he has fortune and fame. Such a fortunate fool, with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame." Then he presses on the trigger of the money game.